À tous de DDO, attention pour le décompte final. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, top. Allumage Vulcain. Allumage des 2 EAP et décollage Ariane 246 avec GSAT-11 et Geocomsat 2A. La propulsion est nominale.
If I may say, than anybody predicted, as the DDO says everything is okay on board. You saw Ariane rise right on time.
Et la trajectoire est nominale.
Lifting off from the ground here in French Guiana with a lot of fire, you can see that, with her 2 new satellites. Always an impressive sight as Ariane roars off the ground on her mission. The 2 boosters providing 90% of our thrust right now, propelling the launcher along her trajectory at an ever higher velocity. Our mass at liftoff, 776 tons. Now, to get that sort of mass off the ground, you need a lot of push, you can imagine. And push we have. Ariane 5 burning 5 tons of fuel per second. That's 2.5 tons per second in each booster. Plus the core stage, the middle stage, burning another 300 kilos per second. The DDO says propulsion is normal on board, so we're doing fine. Very fine shots as Ariane 5 starts to head east toward the Atlantic, across the Atlantic. Ariane 5 now following the program in the onboard computer, which gives all the orders, including stage separations, which we will soon begin to see.
La trajectoire est nominale et le pilotage est calme.
Flight phases. We'll describe each in turn and in detail so you can follow Ariane as she heads east across the Atlantic. The first 3 stages are powered and the 4th is not. Right now, as you can see on the animation, the first flight phase, the single first stage engine and the 2 boosters are burning. The boosters will each consume their 240 tons of fuel in just over 2 minutes, in about 5 seconds. And they're the first to be extinguished, and you'll hear that from the DDO, and you'll see that, and...
Séparation des 2 EAP, la trajectoire est nominale.
The white point of light in the middle is the lower stage continuing to burn, and the 2 orange lights on either side are the 2 boosters flaming out. That's what it looks like up there. There's another booster on the port side of the vehicle falling into the ocean. This first flight phase using 2 different types of propellant.
La propulsion de l'étage principal cryotechnique est nominale.
Coming up next will be the separation of the fairing. On the bottom of your screen on the right, our altitude 100 kilometers. On the left, sorry, altitude 100 kilometers. On the right, 225 kilometers per second. As we wait for fairing separation, the DDO will call that out. And there you are, coming right on time.
Et séparation coiffe.
Separation is given by 2 pyrotechnic systems, blowing these 2 halves away in a very controlled explosion. No danger to the vehicle threatened, of course. There's another half on the starboard side of the vehicle falling away. We can separate the fairing now because we're out of the dense layers of the atmosphere. Coming up on confirmation from the DDO on separation of our upper passenger due in just about 20 seconds. You see GSAT 11 on the left of your screen. The gold and white square. Underneath that, the black bell-shaped structure is the carrying structure for our second passenger. Always a moment of high concentration. The teams have gone through these procedures before, but it does call for tremendous focus. You don't want to say tense, but focused gives you an idea.
Séparation GSAT 11.
And there, the DDO has confirmed separation of our first passenger, as we're waiting for confirmation of the SILDA separation. And there's the scheduled separation.
Et séparation du SILDA, système de lancement double Ariane.
And the DDO has confirmed it. And you can see revealed to the elements is our second passenger, due for separation in a minute. Waiting for confirmation by the
Fin de la
GDO
manœuvre en roulis.
on the separation of our lower passenger. Again, the same waiting, the same suspense, only this time
Et séparation GeoComSat 2A.
for the GeoComSat people. And the final good news, and you heard the applause from the people in Jupiter. Ariane 5 once again delivering her second passenger, GeoComSat 2A, off the coast of Africa, like GSAT 11, a little farther out over the water. So from the rather focused moments ago, you can see the change here in Jupiter, very buoyant all across the Space Center, and at all the points and posts where people are following the launcher and the satellite. Work is just beginning, or soon will be, at the other sites around the world where the satellite's first maneuvers are being monitored.